Hello and welcome to this session in which we will discuss deferred tax liability. Well, deferred tax liability is a liability. And what is a liability? A liability means you are responsible for settling something into the future, making a payment, rendering a service, satisfying an obligation. What is that obligation the result of? Well, it's the result of deferred taxes. It means in the future, you're going to have to pay more taxes because the taxes are being deferred. And this is what a deferred tax liability is. Now, how does a deferred tax liability comes to life? How is it created? Well, it's created from something we called a temporary difference. So we have temporary and we have permanent. The deferred tax liability is a result of temporary difference. That is the difference between the tax basis of an asset or a liability and its reported carrying or book basis. So we have an asset or a liability. Let's assume we have an asset, but this could be an asset or a liability. And as a result, we have two sets of books. We have the IRS, which is tax, and we have GAAP. And as a result, for GAAP purposes, we have an asset, and that asset is, let's assume, $100,000. And this is the result, to be more specific, from an account receivable, because we made the sale on account. As a result, we debited account receivable, we credited sales. For tax purposes, we don't record this revenue because it's not cash. As far as the IRS are concerned, this is tax. For tax purposes, we don't have an account receivable. So there's a difference of $100,000. And this is what we mean by a difference between a tax basis of an asset and its book value in the financial statement that will result in a future taxable amount or future deductible amount, which we don't worry about deductible amount, future taxable amount, because we are discussing deferred tax liability. Now, another way to put this, it's a future taxable income that is an estimation of the amount that income will be subject to income taxes. So in the future, let's assume our tax rate is 20%. So in the future, this $100,000 will be subject to a 20% tax rate. As a result, we are responsible for $20,000. Not now. For tax purposes, this will be in the future. So it's a future taxable income. The future taxable income is $100,000, which will be subject to a 20% tax rate, which will result in a $20,000 deferred tax liability. So revenue accounted for under accrual basis for accounting purposes and cash basis under tax basis. So as a result, we have an account receivable for GAAP. We have no account receivable for IRS. As a result, we have to say in the future, the account receivable of GAAP will eventually be taxable. When it becomes taxable, what do we have to do? We have to pay taxes. So we have to book our deferred tax liability now to reflect this future $20,000 of future liability. The best way to illustrate this is using an example with figures. Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, farhatlectures.com. Farhat Accounting Lectures is a supplemental educational tool that's going to help you with your CPA exam preparation as well as your accounting courses. My CPA material is aligned with your CPA review course such as Becker, Roger, Wiley, Gleam, Miles. My accounting courses are aligned with your accounting courses broken down by chapter and topics. My resources consist of lectures, multiple choice questions, true-false questions, as well as exercises. Go ahead, start your free trial today. Let's assume Adam Company has one temporary difference of account receivable at the end of X1 that will reverse and cause a taxable amount of $60,000 in X2, $50,000 in X3, and $75,000 in X4. Well, let's take a look at what we are saying here. In the future, we have an account receivable, and it's going to reverse in the following manner. $60,000, $50,000, and $75,000. It means in the future, we are going to have taxable income as far as the IRS. Why? Because when it reverses, it means that we're receiving the cash. When we receive the cash, this is taxable. So GAAP, right now, we have the account receivable. For the IRS, we're going to have this in X2, X3, and X4. What does that mean? It means in future years, we are going to have more taxes to pay. Well, at least we have the big picture now. Adam pre-tax financial income for 20X1 is $300,000. So as far as GAAP is concerned, in X1, so GAAP X1, we do have this account receivable of $190,000. That's part of our revenue. And as a result, our pre-tax financial income is $300,000. The tax rate is 20% for this year and all years. There are no deferred taxes beginning 20X1. Now, I can ask you several questions about this exercise. I can ask you to compute taxable income, income taxes payable, and income tax expense. We're going to compute all three, and we're going to be preparing the journal entries. So be careful. What are you being asked? What do you start with? I always tell you to start with income taxes payable. How much you have to pay now to the IRS. Well, let's start with GAAP income. GAAP income is giving as $300,000. And you are told in this $300,000, there is $185,000 of account receivable, 60 plus 50 plus 75. That's part of sales. So what do we need to do? We need to back out this temporary difference, because right now this 185 is not taxable. Therefore, our taxable income for the IRS is 115. Well, that's straight enough. Now we're going to take this 115 multiplied by 20% to get to our tax bill. So our tax bill is 23,000, and the 23,000 is what I told you is income taxes payable, or how much do we have to pay now. Now, we are told in 20X2, 60,000 would reverse, 20X3, 50,000 would reverse, and in X4, 75,000 will reverse. As these reverse, we are told the tax rate will be 20%. Therefore, we will be responsible for an additional 12,000, an additional 10,000, and an additional 15,000. Well, if we're responsible for that, what is that going to give us? That's going to give us our deferred tax liability. Let's start with the journal entry. Always start with how much we have to pay now, which is 23,000, the check that we have to write to the IRS today. Then we already computed the deferred tax liability of 37,000. This is how much we will be responsible for in the future. All we have to do now is compute income tax expense. So taxable income is 115,000. We computed this. Income taxes payable 23. We are left with income tax expense. How much is income tax expense? Well, we have to pay now 23, and we have to pay in the future 37. So the current portion and the deferred portion of the taxes is the total, and that's going to give us 60,000 of income tax expense. So income tax expense is the current portion. This is the current, and this is the deferred, and we have to book the expense now as 60,000. So this is how we created a liability. The check that we need to write to the IRS is income taxes payable and income tax expense. What should you do now? You want to go to Farhat Lectures, look at additional MCQs, true, false. That's going to help you understand the deferred tax asset, deferred tax liability much better. Invest in yourself. The CPA exam, the CMA exam, your accounting courses are worth it. Good luck, study hard, and of course, stay safe.